Hi guys, Jesse Adams here with my YouTube channel, Looking for Higher. On behalf of my brokerage, we're pleased to bring November 658 Papa Golf, this stunning SR22 G6 GTS. It's a 2019 with a low 660 flight hour engine and some great features such as high utility due to its clean wing design of a 1,231 pound useful load. I'm excited to tell you more about this great plane as we fly over San Antonio with the pilot and my buddy Gavin. Thanks for coming along.
All right, so, before we get started, maybe a brief introduction. So, guys, Jesse Adams here. You know me. This is Gavin.
Gavin, pleasure to meet you guys. Happy to be here with you, Jesse.
Absolutely, man.
Yes, sir.
So, I can't wait to take this for a spin. You're PIC, obviously. You're airplane, and I'll work the radios if that's okay with you.
Would love it.
We'll head over to the West practice area and turn down comms. We'll talk about this great plane, this 2019 G6 SR22 naturally aspirated clean wing GTS. Really cool configuration. We actually have 4 good sized guys in here, probably about 400 plus pounds in the back, and I still have my holiday weight on, so we're packed full. But the useful load in this plane is 1,231 pounds. It's such a great plane, especially in Texas where we're at. Well, anyway, Gavin, I guess we're going to get started.
Number 358 Papa Whiskey, Roger. Runway 31 left at Whiskey, taxi via, you said from Skyplace?
Hey, firm, sir.
358 Papa Whiskey, runway 31 left at Whiskey, taxi via, let's go Romeo, Delta, across 31 right and 31 left at Delta, then Golf.
Romeo, Delta, cleared across 31 right and left, and then Golf for 8 Papa Golf. Thank you. Never seen someone do that.
Yeah, that's
a good little shorthand, yeah. Cool.
All right, we are ready. We are clear to taxi.
All right, Romeo is to the right there, so we'll
we're clear right.
To the right. Let's do it.
Yep.
About 661 Whiskey Delta, still to the ground, give way to traffic on Taxway Hotel.
I see Delta here, and we're cleared across.
It'll be runway 22, actually runway 22 takes via Hotel
31
Alpha Romeo.
Clear on the right.
And Delta, hold short, runway 31 left at Delta for now.
All right, we'll give away your traffic, Hotel Alpha.
Clear right.
31 left at Alpha for 1 Whiskey Delta.
And then we're going to Golf on the other side, so I'll get rid of that. And we're cleared across this runway as well.
Cleared across, clear left, clear right. Oh, it was. And we'll go left here on Golf, and I see Whiskey, just 1 taxiway down.
All right, so as we're waiting here, if you don't mind, I'll do a takeoff brief. You're flying pilot, but I'll give you my airline style brief.
Awesome, love
it's going
to
to
hear
be
it.
a standard left seat takeoff, runway 31, bug to runway heading going up to 6,500 feet. We're going to rotate at 73 knots, abnormalities before rotation. We abort, powered idle, and stop. Airborne, if we lose an engine, we're under 500 feet.
Wind 2508, fly, runway heading, runway 31 left at Whiskey, clear for takeoff.
31 left, Whiskey, flight runway heading, clear for takeoff, Papa Golf.
All right, clear for takeoff.
You can finish that brief if you like.
Yep, as you're rolling out, standard left seat takeoff, runway 31, bug to runway heading, no abnormalities. We're going to rotate at 73 knots. We're going up 6,500 feet. If we lose an engine below 500 feet, we're going to immediately push forward, pitch for 88 knots. If we're above 500 feet, I know that's a little under the CAPS recommended altitude, we're going to immediately pull the CAPS handle. Any questions, additions?
No questions, no additions.
All right, so 500 feet,
Jesse.
we'll call it 1,300. That's our CAPS altitude today.
Perfect, you gentlemen ready to go?
San Antonio Tower, Delta 805, visual 22.
Delta 805, San Antonio Tower, wind 2608.
Rotate.
And Tower for Delta 805, if no one's behind us, maybe roll it down to the end.
On, we'll go heading mode.
Yeah, sorry, calling local, say again. Tower, say again.
Yes, sir, it's Delta 805. Just wondering if we have the spacing, if we can roll it to the end of the runway.
Delta 805, enable actually, traffic's 4 miles and shove. You expect the right turn at Golf or November 3.
Delta 805.
Number 8 Papa Golf, contact departure 125.1, good day.
Going 25-1-8, Papa Golf 2.
600.
Okay, we're well through the CAPS altitude.
Low San Antonio departure, Cirrus 658, Papa Golf 1.7, climbing 6,500, runway heading.
November 658, Papa Golf, San Antonio departure, radar contact.
Okay, and
Run through my checklist, yeah, make sure we didn't forget anything.
yep, we do the flow, then do a checklist. That's exactly my methodology with it.
Everything looks good, flaps are up, make sure we're keeping on bringing that back. Our engine air fuel pumps on.
It's not focusing.
Climb check is complete. Right now it is a bit cool, right? It's right around ISA, but we're getting 1,400 feet a minute. We have 4 men in the plane, and this is great performance, and you're at 120 knots. This, yeah, the clean wing configuration is awesome for the extra utility. All right, guys, so here we are in the cruise, 6,500 feet. It's probably about as smooth as it's going to be today. And the plane's piloted in the capable hands of Gavin. Gavin, thanks for taking us along, man.
Yeah, thanks for being here with me, Jesse. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so you and the owner of the plane are really tight. You guys work together. You're part of his business team. And if I may, I would love to get into your story. I think it's a real cool story. It's actually a message behind it. And we'll talk a little bit more about that and about your background. So a summary is Gavin. He was in a business econ degree, and he wanted to get closer to aviation. And then something happened. He started getting into flying, and he met someone, and that mentor really changed his life and got him into the Cirrus life. So, Gavin, I'll turn it over to you again. Great piloting so far, and I would love to hear your story.
Yeah.
So, how did you end up flying with the owner of this plane and being a part of his business?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you said it exactly right, Jesse. I originally started up in Colorado, as a matter of fact. I started at the University of Colorado. I took a discovery flight up in Boulder, and that's where I got hooked up there in the mountains of Boulder. So I moved back from Colorado to be close to my family, and one thing that I wanted to continue to be close to was aviation. So I got a job at a local flight school as an office manager, and was upon completion of my econ degree, as you mentioned. And at that point, I was really at a crossroads in my life as to what direction that I wanted to go in, what career to pursue. And I was fortunate enough to be introduced to a gentleman who did become my mentor, also as you mentioned. And he really blessed me with an opportunity to not only fulfill my dream of flying and be here, you know, in the cockpit like I am with you today, but also continue to work towards that business career that I wanted to get into. So,
you know what, Gavin? What's interesting? So, you know, I've heard a similar story, right? A guy gets into flying, he becomes a corporate pilot, and you know he's flying jets and Cirruses and stuff. But your mentor, you're not only flying, right, consequential to business, but you're actually on the operations team. Is that correct? So he didn't just get you into flying 658 Papa Golf, but you actually work with him in the business realm, right?
Yeah, first and foremost, I am part of his team. I work very closely with him in the day-to-day business operations of the company. I do a lot of the business development, the marketing, any kind of business strategies, business venture, entrepreneurial adventures that he decides to pursue. So I suppose you could say, you know, navigator of not only the skies, but also the business ventures for a comedic twist to it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And I want to point out, you're in your mid-20s, I'm in my 40s, right? And it took me about 20 years to figure out that, you know, selling planes was my calling. I spent the first 10 years, developed my career, went as an instructor and then an airline pilot. And then I absolutely love the job. Being an airline pilot was probably the coolest job I'm ever going to have. But I wanted something a little more, and the lifestyle wasn't right for me and my family. So I got into the business world. But it wasn't until a decade later, almost 20 years total, that I realized, you know what? Flying is my passion. That's what I'm meant to do. But I'm really interested in the business world. So I combined my passion for flying and the business acumen I learned to become an aircraft broker about 6-7 years ago. And you've done that, you know, 15 years earlier. So good for you, man.
Thank you, Jesse. Really appreciate that. And like I've said, I can't say it, you know, enough. It's been a dream come true and a goal accomplished of mine to be, you know, as you mentioned, I'm 23 years old, recent college graduate, to be in the position I am today. You know, just really blessed, really thankful for my mentor, my parents who have, you know, contributed a lot to who I am today with my upbringing, and just really happy to be here.
You know, telling your story, it wasn't just cool enough the way you guys work together with everything, but there's this real underlying thing of prosperity and kind of paying it forward and lifting others. I feel like, you know, my client, your partner, he is a perfect example of a capitalist, an entrepreneur, a business, an opportunity creator. Absolutely. That also feels a deeper meaning to impart good on others and impart prosperity on others. So I think there's a lot of goodwill with him and with your story, and your story is exactly that, and then it goes into aviation, and now of course it goes into the Cirrus life, which we have a lot to a lot to be grateful for today. So hey, thanks for taking me around, thanks for showing us 658 Papa Golf. Absolutely. I guess at this time we better head back to SAT and prepare for landing.
All
Sound
right,
good?
Let's get to it.
Awesome. Gavin, hey man, here we are. Thanks for taking us for a spin. Great pilot and smooth landing.
Thank you, sir.
And it was nice checking out this plane. So again, guys, this is a 2019 Cirrus SR22 G6 GTS with a high useful load of 1,231 pounds thanks to its utility featured clean wing non-de-ice configuration. It's going to come to market exclusively from Mason Amelia. Please check out our site for further details. Thanks for joining.